Okay, so question 2 in the metals and non-metals section. Iron is a transition metal. It's able to react with sulfur to form iron sulfide. Using your knowledge of metals and non-metals, compare the physical properties of iron and sulfur. Okay, so iron, first of all, most of these are vice versa types of properties anyway, really. So in the first one, iron is going to be a strong substance. It's going to give you a strong type of metallic property, essentially. Sulfur is going to be brittle. It's going to be powdery. Okay, the opposite type of situation. Iron is going to conduct. Okay, both heat and electricity. Sulfur obviously doesn't conduct. Say vice versa properties. Iron is going to be shiny, as a lot of metals tend to be. Non-metals tend to be quite dull. Sulfur's yellow, but it's not reflective, it's not shiny. So there's a series of properties there. Obviously, we could look at melting points, etc. as well. Iron would be a high melting point, sulfur relatively low melting point. Okay, density. Iron's got a high density, sulfur a low density, etc., etc. So there's quite a lot of properties that we can look at going through there. So on to question 2.2. Many transition elements can form coloured compounds. Give two other properties that are specific to transition metals. And these two properties kind of link together. If we look at iron specifically, iron can form, when it forms its ions, so iron ions, it can form iron 2 plus, and it can also form iron 3 plus. And transition metals are quite good at this. They can have something called variable oxidation state, in the fact that they can form different numerical values for their ions, stable ions. As a result of that, quite often what we see with transition metals is that they have the ability to act as a catalyst in other reactions. And two examples of things that do that are cobalt. Okay, cobalt has multiple oxidation states, as does copper. We've obviously got manganese as another one. Nickel, good catalyst for hydrogenation. Chromium, okay, we use that in A level. And vanadium is a quite colourful thing with a number of different oxidation states.